I don't know why my flash is on. I feel like it only usually turns on at night, but it's day 76, I think. I might be wrong, but I don't know. Anyways, I have work in I have to leave for work in 30 minutes. I work in an hour, so I work at 12. But since I go in at 12 and mass ends at 10, it gives me enough time to come home and make breakfast, which is nice. But I just have my regular breakfast, no oatmeal today, because I'm just gonna eat a coffee donut or two, perhaps. But yeah, I was 168.4 this morning, or 168 point something, but 168 regardless, which is good, bad news, I don't know. But here's the macros for this meal, and here is said meal: 4 eggs, 84 grams of egg whites, bread, turkey, bacon, cheese, and then my tasty yogurt bowl, and then my peanut butter. But I think that's it for now. I did read yesterday, but since I didn't have access to this room, I didn't really want to record in my bed. So I'm going to talk about what I read yesterday. Maybe after this, probably if I have time. But I'll talk about what I read yesterday today, and then I'll also read today and then talk about what I read today as well, if that makes sense. But yeah, anyways, I will see y'all when I am done with work and when I'm back home eating my second meal, which will probably be just my last meal. And then I also have like a few assignments to get done today. So yeah, I'll see y'all when I'm doing whatever I'm doing next. Goodbye. Okay, I have my honestly second to last meal, I think, because I added 600 calories, so 200 for each donut, to the macros that I have with this meal, and I still have like 1,000 calories left. And I want to make a yogurt bowl, but I think I only have enough cereal for one more yogurt bowl. And then I have like this cereal that my mom got, so I might just use that for tomorrow. But so I think I'll have that after this. But anyways, I still have to edit yesterday and today's video and make my food for tomorrow. So I'll quickly show the macros for this meal. Ignore my dog barking at a truck. And I'll show y'all said meal, which is just ground beef, sweet potatoes, and then honey mustard. But I was supposed to have kale with this, but I could have sworn I saved enough kale for today, and then my kale just disappeared, so it wasn't in the fridge when I came downstairs. So, but yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna go to HEB this week until Wednesday, so I'm kind of just putting together what I have at the moment. But yeah, anyways, I'll see y'all when I am eating my yogurt bowl. Yeah, and I'll see if I'll just tell y'all what I have done. So goodbye. Okay, I have my yogurt bowl here. So I made my food for tomorrow, but after this I need to edit my videos, and then I think I'm gonna go over some of the chapters that I'm gonna be tested on this week, because it's exam week and I actually do need to do good on these exams. But yeah, anyways, here's the macros for this yogurt bowl, and here is said yogurt bowl, which is looking delicious. There's my peanut butter, and that's the rest of my Catalina Crunch in there. But I think the camera's upside down. Anyways, I'll see y'all when I am I'll see y'all in the outro in 2 seconds. Goodbye. Okay, so I've done my reading today. I'm gonna have the light on for this one, just because I'll be able to tell the difference between the videos when I'm selecting them. But I read Deuteronomy chapters 8 and 9 today, and they were both good chapters. So basically, Deuteronomy chapter 9, it's titled Unmerited Success. And basically the Lord just reminds them of how they were like about to cross the Jordan River and dispossess all these nations that have like cities fortified to the heavens, and like those people that were giants, and that basically the Israelites, or like they've heard people say that like who could take over these people, like, you know, we have no chance essentially, and that, you know, that they showed no fear, or that they should have showed no fear, considering they had the Lord with them, who was going to go and dispossess these people of the land. It says, "Know then today that it is the Lord your God who will cross over before you as a consuming fire. He it is who will destroy them and subdue them before you, so that you can dispossess and remove them quickly as the Lord promised you." And then the second part of this is titled "The Golden Calf," and it's basically Moses reminding the Israelites that that basically they angered the Lord, and that when Moses went up to the mountain for 40 days and 40 nights, they basically built a golden calf, and what was the word that they used? They disgraced the Lord, essentially. They provoked him, and basically just reminded them of all the times that the Lord basically said let me just destroy these people, and told Moses I'll make a greater nation out of you, and that Moses prayed for them on their behalf for 40 days and 40 nights, where he drank no food and ate no water, or where he drank no water and ate no food, to basically beg the Lord to spare them and to keep his promise to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And then, so yeah, that's chapter 9. And then chapter 10 basically continues, and it explains how after that, when because remember, Moses had destroyed the tablets when he basically saw that he had come down and they had made that golden calf, and he destroyed the tablets, and then he basically destroyed their golden calf, ground it to dust, and threw it into the river basically. And then it basically talks about how the Lord instructed him to cut 2 more stone tablets and then make the Ark of the Covenant, and to put the stone tablets into the Ark, and to basically continue their journey. And then it talks about how the Levites were separated from the other clans to be the maintainers, I guess is the word, for lack of a better word, to maintain the Ark of the Covenant. And then the last part of this chapter is the Lord's majesty and compassion. So this I feel like Deuteronomy, the beginning of Deuteronomy, is just it's obviously a summary of the journey of the Israelites, but the way they describe it is so cool, I guess. I don't know, I like the way most of these things. I'll read some of them. So it says, "Now therefore, Israel, what does the Lord your God ask of you?" So this is after he's explained the Lord has basically done all of this for you, basically reminding the Israelites that they are nothing without the Lord, and that he showed them nothing but favor, essentially. And then it says, "Now therefore, Israel, what does the Lord your God ask of you but to fear the Lord your God, to follow in all his ways, to love and serve the Lord your God with your whole heart and with your whole being, to keep the commandments and statutes of the Lord that I'm commanding you today for your own well-being. Look, the heavens, even the highest heavens, belong to the Lord your God, as well as the earth and everything on it. Yet only on your ancestors did the Lord set his heart to love them. He chose you, their descendants, from all the peoples as it is today. Circumcise therefore the foreskins of your hearts, and be stiff-necked no more. For the Lord your God is the God of gods, the Lord of lords, the great God, mighty and awesome, who has no favorites, accepts no bribes, who executes justice for the orphan and the widow, and loves the resident alien, giving them food and clothing. So you too should love the resident alien, for that is what you were in the land of Egypt. The Lord your God shall you fear, and him shall you serve. To him hold fast, and by his name shall you swear. He is your praise, he is your God, who has done for you those great and awesome things that you have seen with your own eyes. 70 strong your ancestors went down to Egypt, and now the Lord your God has made you as numerous as the stars of heaven." So yeah, that's just really cool to read. And it also brings up the fact that it was only 70, I think, when it was John or Joshua, I forget what his name was, but the guy that basically his brothers sold him into slavery, and then he basically became the king of Egypt, and then brought all his family there, and that was the beginning of the Israelites. But it references that, and then it talks about how now there is a ton of Israelites, in the hundreds of thousands, essentially. So it's 8:12 right now. So now I will definitely go make my last meal and then my food for tomorrow. But I think I'll put this at the end of the video. So here's the macros for the whole day. And like if you want, comment if you want, subscribe if you want. And I will see y'all tomorrow for day, what was today? Let me confirm. What the hecky? I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to talk about. I don't know if I mentioned my weight today. If I didn't, it was, oh yeah, I did. It was 168.6. But tomorrow is day 78, which is nearing 80, which is close to 100, which is exciting. But, yeah. Also, for the macros, they're gonna be like low, but just add like 600 calories because I ate like 3 of the coffee donuts today. Sorry, but they're all gone now, so I'm a little sad about that, but it's okay. What else? Yeah, I think that's it for now. So if you're watching this, I greatly appreciate it, and I will see y'all tomorrow for day 78. Goodbye.